Then we're going to look at something quite special. This is the Elegab Disc Kappa. What up? In the glow in the dark. Super cool figure. Very awesome. Super rare. Highly collectible. Based on how you're supposed to get it. So, how you're supposed to get this guy is you're supposed to have your Elegab toys and some of the newer ones in the recent years that released. On the header card, there's a little corner that says 1 point. You collect 15 of those. You cut out 15 of those, and you can trade it in for one of these guys. And so every once in a while, it's going to be a colorway. So it's like a standard release. It's going to be like this guy for a few until this final runs out, and then it's going to be another colorway for the next few years. So usually this guy lasts for like a few years. It's not that easy for everyone to collect 15 points. Recently though, with the massive like open pre-order releases, those really come with like 3 header cards, so it became a bit easier to obtain. So yeah, this is the Disc Kappa. He's not actually that large. He's like a high mid-sized toy. So you guys see these guys, these two, the height of these guys fit very well together. And yeah, it's in a really cool color. You see at the top it's in red. It's in it has a little bit of pink circling around the eyes. I think that looks really well. And this is in that glow in the dark vinyl, which I'm really a big fan of. So and then the cool thing about this guy is that you can actually it's more playable. So what you do is I think I see people do is go like this. You turn the head around, and you turn the arms around. And it just looks like you're flying. You know, it looks like you're flying. You're flying on your saucer, flying saucer. Really cool idea. Makes it a lot more playable. I do wish that this saucer part is actually colored, in some sort of color, so it looks more like a saucer instead of just like instead of just a blank vinyl. It's a bit strange. You can't really notice it as much here. It maybe looks like a bowl or something, or a ship. But yeah, I wish it was in a different color. That's all. But some of the older iterations, like the have it in a different color. Not just I think recently he's noticed that people usually display it like this, right? So you really don't see that anyways. Like no one, it's I guess you don't do that as much because it doesn't really stand well. You can't really display it like this. Maybe like that, but that doesn't look good. So, so that's why I think was what was being considered as a waste of paint or something. I don't know. So yeah. So this is the Disc Kappa. It's super. It's very rare. It's very hard to obtain and very rare to do so. If you do get if you have one of this color and then you get another one, 15 of one, and then you get another one of this color. He will personally customize the different, give you like a one-off version of it, which I think is a really neat idea. And it's really hard to do because you have to just try and get it within that same time frame that this version of the vinyl is still there. So yeah, I think this is really cool. It's a very nice touch and a really nice way to do things. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it makes it more fun to collect and do. Unfortunately for me, I like a lot of the older versions of sculpts of the toy, so I have collected a lot more of the older versions. So it's really hard for me to, and those didn't come with the little points. So I do have a bunch of header cards, but they don't have the point things on them, so it's kind of useless. Not useless in the sense that it's useless in their contribution to this. It's not useless as being a header card. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. I guess yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. I think that's a better word. And I don't, because I have the old sculpts in the colorways that I like, I don't collect like the same sculpt that comes out again in recent years, but now has like a point thing. I think I don't really collect I don't collect too many duplicates. So even though it's like a different version, different colorway. So yeah, that's it. This is the Disc Kappa. I hope you guys do enjoy it. This is actually a really fun sculpt that I have in my collection. And it fits well with the rest of the Elegab collection as well. So I have it up on my shelf. You can see that I posted a picture of it on my Instagram. and you can see that it fits quite well within the rest of his toys. It does give a bit more of a lower level to it because most of his other Elegab toys are a bit higher, a bit taller. So it's nice to have a little bit of a dip to try and make it not as balanced and more uneven. I think it's more interesting to have that way. So yeah, this is it. Thanks for your time. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Bye bye.